We are currently watching the greatest quiet disaster in the history of modern education. We're watching the literal withering of the human brain, and we're calling it technological progress. We've reached a point where the average student isn't just using AI to help with their homework, they're using it to replace their own consciousness. We're trading our ability to reason, to argue, and to think for a submit button. And if we don't start talking about the long term cost of this brain rot, we're going to wake up in a world full of people who have forgotten how to have an original thought. Now, before we dive into the meat of this, I want to welcome you back to Perspectives of Jerry. And if you can, please do me a favor. I want you to hit that like button on the video. Hit the subscribe to the channel because this does help me keep Perspectives of Jerry going and ensures these deeper dives reach more people. All right, so let's dig in. I want to look at the word prompt. In the theater, a prompt is what you give an actor who has lost their way. It's a nudge. But in 2026, a prompt has become the entire performance. I see students sitting in libraries, then they aren't reading. They aren't even researching. They're staring at a chat box typing, "Write me 1,000 words on the ethics of AI." The irony is incredible. They're asking a machine to tell them why the machine might be a problem. But here's the kicker. The student isn't learning ethics. They're learning how to be a clerk. They're moving a block of text from a window on the left to a document on the right. That's not education, that's just logistics. They're just a delivery driver for an algorithm. And the problem with being a delivery driver is that you never actually learn how the engines work. You just know how to drop the package on the porch and walk away. I want you to think about the last time you really had to struggle with an idea. That feeling where your head, so you can have an effect already, but where your head actually hurts because the math isn't mathing, or the sentence you're writing feels clunky or wrong. Think about, that pain that you're feeling is actually the sound of your brain growing. It's cognitive friction. It's when you use AI to smooth over that friction, you're taking the easy way out. You're just throwing away the lesson. It's like going to the gym and paying someone else to lift the weights for you. Sure, the iron's moved, the work was done, but your muscles are still soft. We're raising a generation of intellectual softness. When the AI isn't there to give the answer, they freeze. They don't have the mental calluses required to handle a difficult problem. And that's what brain rot is. It's the atrophy of the critical thinking muscle. And that is that goo in here. And then there's the issue of truth. These AI models hallucinate. They make up things. They cite sources that don't exist or historical events that never happened. AI makes mistakes, and you need to check that work. Now, and students have outsourced their thinking and they've lost their BS detectors. They're like, wait a second. Since when was Hannibal at Waterloo? Huh? The AI is getting better with this type of stuff, but at the same time, it makes mistakes. And if you don't check it, you'll wreck it. So when you do the work yourself, you develop an intuition. You know when a fact sounds wrong because you've built a foundation of knowledge. But when you're just a middleman for a chatbot, well, you have no foundation anymore. You believe whatever the screen tells you. And as long as it's formatted in a nice professional font, you go with it. You're losing your skepticism. we're becoming incredibly easy to manipulate because we've stopped asking, does this actually make sense to you? So, what do we do? Well, we have to reclaim that struggle. If you're a student or a parent or a teacher, stop looking for the shortcut. The shortcut is a lie. The long way is the only way you actually get anywhere worth going. We have to be okay with being frustrated, and we have to be okay with a blank page. Now, I'm not saying throw your computer in the trash. These things are hundreds, if not thousands of dollars. I'm saying don't let the computer be the one wearing the hat. Use it to check your work, sure. I mean, recently I took my resume, put it into Gemini, which is my favorite one, which is my favorite to use right now, and said, "Hey, I need you to rewrite this so it is smoother and will work within an ATS system." And guess what? It did. I already done the work for the resume. It just cleaned it up, made it look awesome, and it's more streamlined. I like it. So it just can't do the work for you. Because at the end of the day, a smart world full of people who can't think for themselves isn't progress, it's just tragedy. So we've got to turn back, we got to turn the eye in intelligence back on. We've got to remember that our value isn't in how well we can prompt a machine, but how we can understand ourselves and understand the material that we're looking at. Think for yourself. It's the only thing they can't automate. Anyway, I want to thank you all for watching Other Perspectives of Jerry. I do appreciate you sticking around to the end. If it's something that, this is something I've been thinking about a lot. So I just want to throw that out there to the world. Please remember to like and subscribe on your way out if you already haven't. The subscribe button should be about here. And another video, if you want to check more of where I work, it should be right around here. So, thank you for being here. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day. Try to think for yourself today.